Myself, Professor R.S. Kokore from TSSM JSPM Group of Engineering, Civil Engineering Department. So today we will be performing an experiment on calibration of notches, which is a topic in fluid mechanics. So let us first understand what is a notch. Notch is a device which is used to measure the discharge flowing through an open channel. So there are different types of notches, a rectangular notch, triangular notch, depending on the shape of the notch. So we are going to study rectangular notch as well as a triangular notch. Let us understand, this is a notch which is a rectangular notch and a triangular notch. So notch is nothing but an opening which is provided. So if we consider this is as a channel, then in this channel partition is provided, that is a device is provided which is nothing but a notch which is in a rectangular shape. So this is the length of the notch. We have the water level. When the water flows, the water is going to rise in this notch. So this is called as the crest level of the notch. We are interested to measure the discharge. We are interested in finding out what is the depth over the crest. So only if we measure the depth over the crest, we can measure what is the actual discharge flowing through the notch. So depth over the notch is measured. To measure the depth over the notch, experimentally what is done is we measure that we know this is the depth which is going to remain constant. That is from the bed till the crest, the depth is going to remain constant. We know that depth, and the final depth, that is with the flow. So from the bed till the depth of the flow, the total depth of the flow is measured, and if we take the difference of it, we are going to get what is the depth of the flow over the crest. So h is denoted as the depth over the crest. In the similar manner, we have a triangular notch. The angle is represented as theta, and the depth over the crest is nothing but, so this is the crest point, and we are interested in finding out this depth over the crest, that is h. This h is to be measured while performing the experiment. Q theoretical equations for the rectangular notch is represented in this manner. We have derived the equation in the class. Q theoretical equation for the notch is this. The same is derived in the class. Here if we observe, only two parameters we need to understand, that is L. L is the length of the crest. H is the height over the crest. So L for our instrument is constant, that is 9 cm, and H, to measure H is equal to H1 minus H2. So H1 is the total depth from the base till the crest. So H1 is known to us, H2 is measured, and the difference between it will give us what is H. Similar manner for the trapezoidal condition, that is Q theoretical, theta by 2. So theta in our case is 90 degrees. So this is going to be tan 45 degrees, and H is nothing but the depth above the crest. If we see the longitudinal section, the open channel section, the discharge is going to be measured. So water is flowing through this channel. This is the notch which is provided, and we are just measuring what is the depth over the crest, that is H is measured. Now we are calibrating this notch. So we know very well that CD is equal to Q actual upon Q theoretical. So actual is measured with the help of, that is by the volumetric way, that is by the equation volume upon time. So Q actual is volume upon time, and Q theoretical is this equation. So what we need to perform, while performing, what we need to find out is Q actual and what is the actual depth over the crest. So let us move for the experimental performance of the set. This is the experimental setup, that is the notch apparatus. We are going to firstly perform for the triangular notch. So a triangular notch is attached to the open channel. This is the open channel flume where we have this triangular notch attached. This is the triangular notch, and we can see that this is the flow above. So this is called as nappe, and this point over which is called as the crest. This is the open channel. Here what is the care is taken that upstream of this notch the flow is steady and uniform. So we have the notch setup. This we can see is the sump tank. With the help of the motor, through this the water will flow in this open channel, and we have this bypass valve. This bypass valve will help us to control the discharge flowing in this channel. So now what we have to do is H1, what we said is H1 is the depth from the base till the crest, only till the crest, that is till this particular point. So till the crest whatever we have is H1. This till the crest the depth is measured, that is H1, and the H2 is the actual depth of the flow, that is from the base till this. So H1 minus H2 will give us what is the crest depth above the crest, or else we can measure it by this way also, that is what is the depth above the crest. H can be determined. So this will help us to find out what is the theoretical discharge. We have this tank where we have to measure the depth volumetrically. So volume of this tank is known to us. This is the width, this is the length of the tank, and we are going to take 10 centimeter rise. So what is the time required for 10 centimeter rise will be calculated, and then we can find out what is the actual discharge. So to measure it, we have this valve where we are going to close this valve. Once we close this valve, the water will be collected in this tank, and we can measure what is the volume. We are going to measure the 10 centimeter rise in this tank. So 10 centimeter, we have calculated what is the time required for 10 centimeter rise in this tank, and we know the volume, time is known, so Q actual is volume upon time. I will open this valve after the 10 centimeter rise. Now let us move towards the observation taken and the calculations done. For the triangular notch, the depth, the complete depth from the base was measured and came out to be this. So when I minused this, we got this value. So crest, depth above the crest is observed to be this. Time for 10 centimeter rise in that blue colored tank which we had seen came out to be 20 seconds. Then next is discharge, actual discharge is measured. With the help of that, the volume of the tank divided by this 20 will get the actual discharge. Q theoretical, with this equation where theta is 90 degrees, we get this equation as Q theoretical, and CD is Q actual upon Q theoretical. Similarly, the experiment was performed for a rectangular notch, and these were the observed readings. So the first reading what we can see is for a rectangular notch, and this is for the triangular notch. These are the sample readings which were observed for rectangular notch and triangular notch. Hope you have understood it. Thank you.